We have mutual connections, and I have a deep connection to Imo State. My wife, Chioma, is from the state, which makes this appeal more sincere.
This is the Critical Lens Africa, where we go beyond the headlines and examine what the words and actions of our political leaders truly mean. Something serious is unfolding in Osun State ahead of the August 15 governorship election. Let us begin with Governor Adeleke. Watch this clip carefully. When we return, we will examine everything.
Well, Governor Ademola Adeleke has appealed to President Tinubu to intervene over security tension in Osun State and to prevent any attempt by any political party to rig the upcoming governorship election in August 15 or on August 15. Now, Governor Adeleke, who sounded a strong warning against election rigging, emphasized that people of the state will not allow their rights to be trampled upon through the ballot. The governor was speaking at a campaign rally in Osogbo, where he also cautioned against sinister acts that could lead to a repeat of political crisis that rocked the southwestern parts of the country in 1983.
President Tinubu, I am passing this message to you. Osun will not accept any rigging. We will go out en masse and vote and defend our vote. What do we repeat here? Ever taking to 1983 for Shelley? President Tinubu, Osun people, our core party have endorsed you as our presidential candidate. Why are we suffering? Why is our body being kept? Oyetola need to be called to order. We want free and fair election. That's it. President Tinubu, I'm passing this message to you. I am the Chief Security Officer of Osun State. President Tinubu, I am passing this message to you. Osun will not accept any rigging. We will go out en masse and vote and defend our vote. What do we repeat here? Ever taking to 1983 for Shelley?
We're on here for one reason. It's for the executive governor of Osun State, the only chief security officer of Osun State. One of the best, if not the best governor to ever have ruled this state. We have our projects to show for it. We have our integrity to show for it. And we have our diligence to show for it. But I did feel it was very important for, us as the youth campaign mobilization team, to assure our people, our own demographic, which is the youth, of our views on the forthcoming election. I speak to you today, not just as Davido, but as one of your own, as a voice for our people. I understand the tension and emotion surrounding this election, but I urge everyone to remain calm. Very important. We've been calm for how long? Might as well stay on this, our train. It has never affected anything. Don't forget, we've won this thing twice before. No shaking. We've won it twice before, and we're going to win it again for the third time, by the grace of God. Let us reject violence. I'll say it again. Let us reject violence, intimidation, provocation, and most importantly, destruction. To every person in Osun, come out and exercise your right to vote. Do not be afraid or intimidated. Your vote is your voice, and your choice must be respected. I'll say it again. Your choice must be respected. There's no two ways about it. Let Let us show the world that Osun people are not only peaceful, courageous, determined to build a better future for the state. And to our daddy from Imo State, I say this with respect, sir. I have heard rumors suggesting that there are moves to interfere in the Osun State election or use the state as a political battleground to prove a point. I do not present these claims as facts, but I appeal to you, sir, to use your influence to promote peace and allow the people of Osun choose their candidates freely. We have mutual connections, and I have a deep connection to Imo State. My wife, Chioma, is from the state, which makes this appeal more sincere. Please, let Osun remain peaceful. We say it again, please, let Osun remain peaceful. One more time, let Osun remain peaceful. Thank you. Let's allow democracy take its course and let the people decide. Whatever the outcome is, please do not allow political ambition to put the lives and future of Osun people at risk. I appeal to you, your supporters, and the entire political party structure. Let the people come out freely, peacefully to vote for the candidate of their choice. If they choose you, let the victory be through their votes. If they choose someone else, let their decision be respected. Politics is temporary, but Osun will be here forever. No political victory is worth violence, destruction, or the loss of a single life. A single life. To everyone in Osun, please come out, vote peacefully, reject intimidation, and let your voice be heard. Osun is ours, the future is ours, and let peace lead the way. 4+4, you want to
Wilson, why did EFCC freeze these accounts some days to elections? What transpired?
Well, thank you, Rufai, for that question. As we indicated in the statement released by the Commission, we took that step to preserve the account of the Osun State Government. We observed in the past 1 week that activities on that account look suspicious. And based on the mandate of the Commission, we took that step of placing a restriction order on that account to preserve that account. That restriction order does not mean that all the accounts of Osun State has been frozen. No, it is just a targeted restriction on one account of Osun State Government. The essence, like I said, is just to preserve that account because we observe suspicious activities on that account in terms of transfer of funds to a number of entities within 1 week. And so we have to take that decision to place a restriction order on that account, not minding the fact that there is an election process in place. We have a responsibility under the law to do so, because if we don't take that step and, for instance, funds are looted from the account of Osun State Government, I'm sure Nigerian public will also ask, where was the EFCC when those funds were being moved? So we have to take a preventive action in placing that restriction order to preserve the money in the account. The law.
Wilson, so it's a pattern. You do it to opposition governors, right? I'm happy you've said it with your own mouth. You did it to Governor Baseki in Edo State.
I'm giving you
You're doing it to another opposition governor. all of this to be able to win elections, because in those two instances, elections were, so I'm happy Wilson, you've said with your mother, it's a pattern. You always do it to opposition governors. Like I asked you rightly, it's not being done to other governors. Please answer the case on the woman, the Halima's own. Talk about the Halima's own, please.
Halima Shehu would like to respond. A quick response before Dr. Bati comes in. A quick response on Halima Shehu, please.
Rufai, I'm coming to that. Rufai, don't put words in my mouth. I didn't say it's a pattern for opposition governor. I said we have observed a pattern during the election cycle. That is the statement I made.
Now you've heard Governor Adeleke, Davido, the EFCC report, and Rufai Oseni. Let us call this what it looks like. Political witch hunting. Yes, this appears to be a political witch hunt. The Osun election is only days away. People are reportedly being killed. There are allegations of intimidation and compromised policing. Then suddenly, boom, the EFCC restricts the state government's account. Why now? The EFCC says it is investigating approximately 11 billion naira. Fine, investigate it. Trace every transfer. Question every official involved. If anyone stole public money, prosecute that person. But you do not fight corruption by financially strangling an entire state shortly before an election, especially without immediately presenting a valid court order to the public. Restricting a government account does not punish Governor Adeleke alone. It can affect workers waiting for salaries, pensioners, hospitals, schools, palliatives, and essential public services. Ordinary Osun residents should not become collateral damage in a political battle. And we have seen this pattern before. In 2018, accounts connected to the opposition-controlled Benue and Akwa Ibom states were also reportedly restricted. So Nigerians are right to question whether anti-corruption agencies are being used to weaken opposition government at politically convenient moments. So Nigerians are right to question whether anti-corruption agencies are being used to weaken opposition government at politically convenient moments. But Governor Adeleke must also hear the truth, saying, "You asked us to endorse you, we endorsed you. Why are they still killing us?" weakens your position. The people of Osun State do not need to endorse President Tinubu before the federal government protects their lives. Security is a constitutional right, not payment for political loyalty. Governor Adeleke, stop dancing around the presidency. You are the governor. Document the attacks, name the victims, demand arrest, challenge every unlawful action in court, and defend your state institutionally. When Obasanjo withheld Lagos local government funds, people did not endorse him or beg him for protection. He challenged the federal government in court and stood his ground. That is what governors are expected to do. Stop pleading as though constitutional rights are political favors. Stand up, use the authority of your office, and fight lawfully for people of your state. Stand up and fight for the Osun people. A governor who has the people's mandate must have the courage to defend it. What do you think? Is Governor Adeleke doing enough to defend Osun State? Or is he relying too much on appeals to the presidency? Let us hear your own opinion in the comment section. Please like this video, share it with others, and subscribe to the Critical Lens Africa.